Yo, what's up you guys? It's Jeremy, one of the CEOs here at exsplein Media, and in this section of the program, we're going to be talking about something super exciting, and that thing is Facebook ads. Facebook ads is something that I've personally used to scale my businesses from, that 10K to 20K per month mark to, six figures and so on and so forth. It's something that allows you to really, take advantage of the customer base out there and how many people are on the platforms Facebook and Instagram. Paid advertising is also a really good way to locate your target audience and really understand more about your customer, because you're really going to be learning how to, really narrow down and target a certain specific group of customers that are really, subject or likely to buy from your store. Right, so Facebook ads is something that's insanely important and something that you guys should definitely know and should definitely try after you've ran some free traffic or tested some free traffic, or along with you currently doing free traffic as well. Facebook ads is just kind of another cherry on top and something that I'm excited to talk to you guys about. Keep in mind, if you're watching this advertising section on Facebook, you are going to need a budget. I would recommend having at least around $500 to $1,000 to spend on ads before you get started running Facebook ads. Obviously, out of that $1,000 or $500 you spend, hopefully you'll be profitable on them, but don't expect to be when you first start out. It is a learning game. It's definitely a learning curve working with paid traffic, and for that reason, if you don't have the budget currently, or if you don't want to allocate that budget to ads right now, that's why we have our free traffic section where you can learn how to market and get sales and gain capital for completely free. I also recommend starting off with free traffic before you get into this section, but if you're in this section because you're looking to scale your business, you're looking to start in paid ads, or you have the budget to start with paid ads, let's get it, guys. I'm going to be explaining everything in depth on how to run a successful Facebook ad. As I said, I've done this for a long time, so I'm going to be covering every single strategy that I use and everything that I've learned after spending over multi-six figures on Facebook ads. So with that being said, we're going to hop inside of my computer into this slideshow. Inside of this slideshow, the first slide or the first little video right here, I'm basically just going to be giving you guys an intro to Facebook, just so I can give you guys a better understanding of what it is, how some of the moving parts in it work, so you guys can really be prepared for the following videos where we actually get into in-depth ad strategies. So as we hop into this slideshow, the first thing you're going to see right up top is the Business Manager. The Business Manager is the account that you're going to make. It's essentially where you manage all of your ads, or it's essentially where all of your info is stored, right? Any info for your Facebook pages, your admins, your ad accounts, everything's going to be hosted in your Business Manager. So think of the Business Manager as the thing that holds all of your info. This is where you're going to spend all your time when advertising on Facebook, and this is something, this little symbol right here is something that you'll get very familiar with seeing on a daily basis with running Facebook ads. Next thing, like I said, it holds all this info: your primary page, your admins / supporting admins, ad accounts and pages, and employees. Obviously, you guys don't know what any of these terms mean yet, which is totally okay, but I will break them down in the future. However, the main thing I wanted you to take away from that slide is just what the Business Manager is, which is very simply put, just the place where you're going to be running your Facebook ads. So as we go into the next slide, I want to cover campaigns. This is something that you'll hear about a lot in Facebook and what the Facebook advertising platform is based off of. You have campaigns, you have ad sets, and you have ads. So to break that down more, what the campaign is basically, say you have a store, right? Say you have a clothing store and you want to run ads for that clothing store, right? So you want to test your t-shirts, your leggings, and some jeans, right? You have a campaign that's titled t-shirts, and then inside of that t-shirt campaign, each individual ad set will be targeting something different, right? Women who like this, people who like this, right? Men who like this, and it'll be targeting different audiences. So your ad sets, how I like to think of the ads, is just the ad group, right? What are you doing? You're marketing a t-shirt, right? So that's your overall group. Each ad set individually inside that campaign is a different way of targeting, right? So it's what audience are you trying to hit? Because in Facebook, you're going to be targeting specific audiences, right? Women who are interested in this, men who are interested in fashion. You might be targeting Urban Outfitters, PacSun, H&M, other clothing brands for this example. But the ad sets is where you're going to do all of your targeting. And then beyond that to the ads are the actual creative, the image or video that you're using for your ad, right? So it's the picture, it's the video that everybody's going to be seeing. It's the most important part of your ad, and that is the actual ad set creative. Right, so to break that down one more time, I'm just going to run briefly through it. Obviously, we're going to go way more in depth once we're inside. I'm just giving you kind of the rundown in the initial, stages of you learning Facebook ads, so you know it for later on. Don't be worried if some of it's not making sense, because it will later on for sure. But to get back to this rundown, like I said, campaign is just the general description or group of ads that you're running, right? For example, you have a campaign for t-shirts, you have a separate campaign for leggings, and you have a separate campaign for, hats that you're selling, right? The ad sets is the individual targeting, right? So inside of that t-shirt campaign, you have ad sets that target different things, targeting different groups of people, right? And then beyond those ad sets, you have the ad, which is the actual creative, the image or video that you're using to advertise inside of that ad. So that's kind of the breakdown of how the campaign structure works. Now that you guys know that, we'll move on to the next slide. Obviously, feel free to pause this video, screenshot these slideshows, or anything you guys need to do to really take this info in. I would recommend honestly screenshotting these slideshows and keeping them somewhere in your notes, because when you're in the Facebook ad platform and actually learning, if you have these screen shares to go along with, it's super, super easy, because you know what each button is and what each thing means. To keep in mind, I never had any of this when I first started out, so you guys being able to start out with this is going to save you years. So like I said, definitely take advantage of taking notes throughout this video. But with that being said, we're going to talk about CBOs and ABOs. So this is essentially the two different types of campaigns that you could have, right? So the campaign, the t-shirt campaign, right? There's two different types of campaigns that you could have. One's called a CBO and one's called the ABO, and all they have to do with, the only difference between them is how you're spending your money essentially. So CBO stands for campaign budget optimization, and ABOs stand for ad set budget optimization. So if you look over here without campaign budget optimization, when you're just using a regular ABO campaign, essentially what's happening is you're setting a budget for each ad set, right? So you're saying, hey Facebook, I want to spend $10 targeting, women 25 to 34. I also want to spend $10 targeting men 25 to 34, and then I also want to target people who are interested in PacSun or H&M or other clothing brands, and I want to spend $10 on that as well. So you're essentially telling Facebook to spend $10 on each of these ad sets. No matter how they're performing, no matter if they're good or bad, you're telling Facebook, hey, I want to spend $10 here, I want to spend $10 per day here, and I want to spend $10 per day here. So your results are going to look like this, right? Each ad set is going to spend an even amount of $10 because you assign that as an ABO into each ad set as the budget. ABOs are what you always start out with, but then you have CBOs. CBOs are when you start scaling. Don't even worry about CBOs until you're at the level where you're scaling, but it is important for you to know about them, just to have this in the back of your head and keep this in mind. So a CBO is basically the same thing. You still have the campaign, the ad sets, the ads, all of that, but instead of telling Facebook, hey, spend $10 on each of these ad sets evenly, right? You're saying, hey, Facebook, I'm going to give you $30 to spend on this campaign. Go use it where I'll get the most results, right? And so Facebook is going to spend your $30 on each of these ad sets in a different way depending on how each ad set is performing, right? So this ad set was clearly, ad set 2 was clearly performing better. So Facebook chose to spend that $18 on this ad when it only chose to spend 5 on this one and 7 on this one because they weren't performing as good as ad set 2. This is really cool because as your Facebook pixel develops, it will really understand your target audience and it'll be able to run super, super effective CBOs when you're looking to scale. However, when you first start out with ABOs, the reason you can't just go right off the bat and start with a CBO is because the whole thing, the Facebook deciding where to spend your budget in a CBO is all based off of your pixel, right? And if you have no data on your pixel, Facebook is going to have no idea where to spend your budget, and it's not really going to be effective because it's just going to be randomly spending, right? And it's not going to know if that's high traffic or if that's low traffic or if that's good traffic you should be having on your store or not. which is why you need to initially start with ABOs. You need to initially start by doing an individual ad set budget for each ad set, right? And we're gonna get more in depth with this in the future, as I said, but you start with this, and then basically when you're looking to scale and your Facebook becomes smarter, your pixel becomes smarter and gets more conversions, and you're looking to scale, you move over to CBOs and you allow Facebook to disperse your budget amongst the ad sets that are working and just not disperse your budget to the ad sets that aren't. So that's the difference between ABOs and CBOs. Literally the only difference is how Facebook is spending your money. That's the two different types of Facebook campaigns that you need to understand. Moving into the next slide, we've got creating a business manager. So at this point, you should be creating a business manager because you're gonna want one or two. Each Facebook profile is allowed to create 2 business managers. I recommend creating 2 separate ones just because if one gets blocked, shut down, or anything happens to it, you always have that backup as well. And the longer you have your Facebook accounts, the more likely they are not to have any issues. So even if you start 2 now and you're only using one, that other one will still be gaining, time in the system, and you'll essentially be, at less risk of losing your ad account, because when you do go to use it, if you ever end up using that backup, it will already have been established for a long time, and Facebook will feel more comfortable letting you spend on that account. That being said, when creating a business manager, just head over to this website right here, business.facebook.com. That's going to take you right to the page where you can start setting up your business manager. It's going to look exactly like this. You're going to create your business manager, write your business and account name. You can just put your business name or something random. It doesn't matter. Customers aren't going to see this. So even if you want to put, Jeremy's ad account, you can, right? That's totally fine. Next is going to be your name and then your business email, and then you literally click next and you're able to log in and set up your business manager. After this page, it does have some personal information, which is why I'm not obviously screen sharing directly with you guys setting up this account, but it's super easy to do, and you guys could always, if you're having trouble setting this up, you guys could always reach out to our 24/7 support, or you guys could simply just type in on YouTube how to set up a business manager. It's super simple. Like I said, the only reason I'm not screen sharing it is because it asks a lot of personal information, so I obviously just can't display that out to everybody, right? But anyways, all you're gonna do is create your business manager. The one thing to note is do not add cards to your business manager in the beginning. So it's gonna say add a payment method when you first sign up. Just say skip for now. We're gonna teach you how to add payment methods the right way after in the next couple videos. But for now, do not add a card on your Facebook account when you're just initially setting up your business manager. Another thing you can do for safety is add another person to your business manager. So if your mom, your dad, your friend, your sister, your cousin has a Facebook account that's old that they could let you use, you can actually add their email into your business manager, meaning if your account ever gets blocked, if you ever get locked out of your ad account, you'll have that backup account attached to your business manager where you will be able to access your ads from in the event that you ever get locked out of Facebook. Hopefully it never happens, but it is just a good precaution to take. A little explanation is right here, or you could just look up, like I said, how to invite people to your Facebook business manager. I'll also show you guys how to do this in the next couple videos inside of this little section in the exsplein program. The next thing is you are going to create your first ad account. This is also shown right here. You just go to ad accounts once you're inside. I'll show you guys in one of the videos in the future, but you just make your first ad account. Super simple. As soon as you hop inside of Facebook while you're going through these steps, it'll literally say, okay, now we're creating your ad account, and you'll set it up. You can just name your ad account in any of these, your business manager, all of that, whatever you want. I recommend you making it your business name though, just so everything flows and makes sense when you're looking at it. The next thing is, if you want to, you can also get more than 2 business managers. So as I said, when you're setting up your business manager, each individual Facebook profile can have 2 attached to them, or each person's name. So if you want to set up more, you could always go to a parent's account or a friend's or a cousin's account and set up multiple business managers under their name as well. The more business managers you have, the better. Obviously, it doesn't really matter in the beginning, and I would kind of, just keep this in mind as a tip for later. But if your business manager ever does get shut down, you could always do that as well. But now that we have your business manager created, the next thing is creating ad accounts a little more broken down. So one thing that I recommend is when you first create a Facebook page, or I guess I don't even recommend this, Facebook kind of requires this most of the time nowadays. When you first make your business manager, it's only going to allow you to create one ad account. And a lot of times, as soon as you make your business manager, if you try to make an ad account right away, it might not let you, because sometimes there's an hour kind of pausing period from when you make the account to when you can make your first ad account. That only happens sometimes, but keep in mind, if you just make your business manager, you're trying to add an ad account and an error message is popping up, wait 1 hour, try again, and it'll most likely work. But just keep that in mind. However, if it is letting you create an ad account, all you're going to do is literally go to business settings inside of business manager, go to ad accounts, and click create new ad account. What I recommend is creating your first ad account and spending a little bit of money on it so it allows you to create more ad accounts, right? This is super crucial because Facebook will not allow you to create any more ad accounts unless you spend money. So once you start spending money on Facebook, you'll be able to create more than one ad account. And every time, you should check this periodically in your business settings, every time you're allowed to create a new ad account, take advantage of it and add a new one. Even if you're not using it, it's always good to have backups in case, like I said, one ad account isn't performing as well as the other. You're opening up another business and you want to have a backup. It's always good to create more than one. However, you will have to spend budget on the first ad account you make before you can make multiple. So for now, just make one if you're just starting out. Usually, just as a little tip, I name the ad sets the initials of the business manager name with a number found for the ad account, right? So example, business manager name, Shopify, ad account names, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, right? If you have a business, it could be your business name, and then you could just use the business name initials, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how many ad accounts you make. That's just how I like to do it, but like I said, it's totally up to you. I just wanted to throw that in there in case you guys wanted a little help. But that's creating ad accounts. Like I said, you literally just go to your business settings, click ad accounts inside of your business manager, and then click create a new ad account, and the steps are really, really simple from there. Once you have an ad account, you're basically set up and ready to run ads. Obviously, we'll actually start running ads in the next couple of videos. Like I said, this is just the general rundown, but I wanted to go over this as well before this video ends. This is some common misconceptions that people have with Facebook ads and some questions that I want you guys to understand the answers to before you move forward. So number one, if I set a budget of $10 on an ad set, but have 3 different ads or 3 different videos, images, etc., will I spend $30? They're basically asking, if we go back to this page, essentially what they're asking is, if I have one ad set and I have 3 ads attached to it, so 3 different videos, but that ad set budget is set at $10, will I spend, $30, $10 on each ad, or will I only spend $10 and Facebook will disperse it evenly among the 3 ads? So to answer that question, nope, whatever budget you give Facebook at the ad set level or campaign level is what it will spend across all content you have. It won't spend evenly, but it will spend based off what it thinks will perform best. So initially, for the first 24 hours, sometimes it will spend evenly, but after that, it spends only on the ad sets the ads that are performing best in that ad set. So if you set your budget on your ad set to $10, even if you have 3 ads attached to that ad set, it will only spend that $10 per day. So keep in mind, whatever budget you set at your ad set or campaign level, no matter how many creatives you have, that is the amount that the budget will spend. So, how much do Facebook ads cost? This depends on you. I recommend starting by spending a minimum of $50 per day on testing. That may sound scary, but if you're getting data out of it in return, and if you have a good enough product, maybe even sales. So I recommend spending at least $50 per day, or to prepare to at least spend this, because this is just a good threshold to really start out so you can start getting some data on your account. Obviously, as you make sales, you'll scale up, but $50 is a great place to start. Kind of expect that moving forward. Next thing, do I need Facebook to get sales? So 100% you do not need Facebook to get sales, guys. We have free traffic methods. We have TikTok ads. There's all sorts of other advertisement methods out there for dropshipping. We have tons on free traffic in this program. We have tons on TikTok ads. There's Snapchat ads, all sorts of things in other areas that you guys can advertise as well for your business. However, Facebook is very effective. So to answer that question, no, you don't need Facebook to get sales, but yes, it is a very effective advertising method to try, and something that I strongly recommend you guys give a listen to, or you guys at least learn about. Next thing is, how do I run Instagram ads? There's another common question because people think of Facebook and Instagram as two separate things, but Facebook bought Instagram, meaning you can run ads on Instagram through the Facebook Ad Manager. No need to go to a different platform. You can literally run your ads on Instagram through the Facebook ads platform because Facebook bought Instagram. It's literally when you're editing your ad, you'll see it in future videos, so don't even worry about it for now. But as you're making your ad, you can choose where you want your ad placed, and you can choose Facebook or Instagram within the Facebook ad platform. So you don't need to go anywhere else. Everything will be handled inside of Facebook for both Facebook and Instagram. I primarily also only run ads on Instagram, just so you guys know. So yeah, we're gonna get to a lot in that in the later videos. The next thing is, do I need an Instagram page to run Instagram ads? Nope, you can simply create a Facebook page without any followers or likes and run it up on IG as well. So you could literally just make a Facebook page in your business manager. We'll get into this later, obviously, but I just want you guys to keep this as a heads up because I know this is a common question that a lot of people have. You can literally create a Facebook page and make that an Instagram profile directly in the Business Manager. You do not have to set up a new Instagram account or make a new Instagram account or anything like that to run Instagram ads. All you have to do is literally make a Facebook page inside of Business Manager, which I'll show you later on. So don't worry about creating any Instagram accounts or anything like that for your business. If you already do have an account, you can also link that to your ads manager. But besides that, you guys, that's the intro to Facebook. If you need to rewatch this video, I know I went over a ton of different things in this one. Definitely rewatch it if you need to. I know I covered a lot, but with that being said, now that you guys know the baseline behind Facebook, we're gonna really get into the more in-depth strategies in the next couple of videos. Be excited, let's crush it, make it happen, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.